This hour? DJ Glory! Yeah!
Steady chasing the body, concentrate. Anytime I day, whether night or day, I day on my chain. Even on my leg, don't be down to the baby, they go feel my way. Cause anything me I drop, then go chop my chain. Whether night or day, I day on my chain. I day on my chain. Kese, baby, no it's a how many times they will tell you person? They don't pay to get any lesson. Shama ya baby, baby, and it's survive anytime you do it. I don't get time, I don't get the patience. Baby, morning cleanses. Tell them make it dance. Make it dance. Let the music get down. Almost say you can dance. Tell them make it dance. You could dance. You could dance.
I love you. You know that. I
Yeah.
Spread out them skanks.
Yeah.
You are now listening to
DJ Glory.
Give them what you got and let the bass start bang till your speakers pop. It's DJ Glory on this mix.
Yeah.
Fire!
Cause I can't so see how we move. I keep them on down, they put down, because I can't so see how we move. I keep them on down, they put down, come on, the back, mama, jump back. Well, let me move, what till like when that me, I still believe. Some show me low, some still the beat. I stand giddy but no shaking. Money no shaking. When I'm a do money God can do. Every day I let the punk can do. Punk can do, punk can do. mandate, they wanna man, my second, my second, it was allowed when I can, I is a phone, some of banky, send them a higher maning, my second, it was allowed when I can, I is a phone, some of bank, send them a higher maning, Ufunu wenza nomthengo, ay, nomthengo, ekibela pes completo, ubizo mani menofelo, ubizo mani menofelo, ay, bayivumi sebathi yebo, ay, ufunu wenza nomthengo, ekibela pes completo, ubizo mani menofelo, bayivumi sebathi yebo, ufunu wenza nomthengo, ekibela pes completo. Bisu malume no fake. E bayivumi sebathi yebo. Yebo, lapho unegis pam sontobo. Kichimisiwe ngompimbo. Khali nebamba. Yebo, lapho unegis pam sontobo. Kichimisiwe ngompimbo. Khali nebamba. Masaken, it was allowed when I can. Bisu mo, nisama bank. Send my khaya maningo. It was allowed when I get. He's a fool, some of them, and then I'm a
Fire!
What up? Kilo Shele. If you are with us, you can come front now. You can come to the front if you are with us. Tonight is World Music Day. Hey Bobo, Eshekini. Hey Bobo, Eshekini. If you are with us, please come to the front. Let's have fun together tonight. My name is MKO, the comedian. Baba and Bobo. We have some big people among us tonight. Music executives from different record labels. They are here tonight. But before I proceed, let me call my moderator, Content Sensei. Content Sensei, where are you at? Content Sensei. My amiable moderator, Kilo Shele.
Hello. 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 Hello.
All right.
How you doing? Good evening, everybody. Please, if you are for us, kindly come forward, I beg. Today is World Music Day, and it's Bika's birthday. Two things at the same time. Guys, we are going to be having an amazing performance tonight. Please, if you are for us, please come forward. Any bubbles?
Bobo Nicolo and me by.
I want to go show a line. Amajiri Goshimbe.
Make everybody come front now.
At Amajiri, at Bubbles. We don't discriminate this night.
Happy
All of you,
birthday
please
to
come
you,
forward.
Bika. Let's go, let's go. Where's the DJ?
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to World Music Day, Bikadia. It's going to be a very amazing session, and I promise you are going to have the time of your life. But before we get to music proper, we're going to be having performance from so many artists today. And don't worry, prepare to be wild. But before that, it's World Music Day. We have to actually celebrate it and understand some things about music in Nigeria. If you can listen now, you see that Nigeria has one of the best music industries in the world. Our music is everywhere, in every country. It's not something that happens every year. It's not something that happens every decade. Before, we used to have songs come from outside, inside. Now, we are the ones that are taking our songs outside. It's something that has made many people that are outside much more confident to be Africans. So today, we are going to be discussing two very important topics. And we're going to be having some of the most esteemed music executives to come and discuss music with us.
All right. The first person we are having here is Koforola Eze.
Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for Koforola Eze, please. Hey, sorry. Our stage people. Look at you. Our finances.
I dare I pass. You know, tell me sorry now. Yeah.
No, this one's their music exec, so we have to. No, anyway, pick a seat. I thought you were gonna go for your color, but.
All right. The next
You're
person.
welcome.
The next person I have here is Buyi Lumi.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Buyi Lumi. Please, a round of applause, a round of applause, a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, are we not here for Bikadia? You're welcome, Buyi Lumi.
The next person here is Mr. Lekki D.
Mr. Lekki D, a.k.a. Father of Creativity.
Okpo.
Okpo, FOC.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to have you here, sir. First things first, I want to say thank you for honoring our invite to every one of you. Thank you, Buyi Lumi. Thank you, Miss Kofo, and thank you, Lekki D. It's so nice to have you here. You run an agency. Before we even get to music proper, like I just want people to understand a bit of like what you do in music, something light. Like you know to go far, but you know to go far. Just summarize it for us.
Okay, so basically, I run a creative and experiential agency, so I think that's major. But music-wise, I'm a music promoter and A&R, majorly.
Okay, you're a music A&R agent, a promoter, a planner. So basically, you saw the problems in the industry and you decided you want to be solving everything.
No,
Only you.
Na collabo.
Which collabo? You do A&R. You won't collect artist money from you. Now them, they go give you contracts. They go give you the show where you go.
Na so.
But you did do your work well.
Yeah, na so.
It's so nice to have you here, Lekki D. Buyi Lumi.
Thanks for.
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Please, can you just tell them a bit of... Yeah,
Okay, my name is Buyi. I'm a talent manager. I manage an artist, Tariq. I
Ooh.
work in chocolate.
what? I have to say it now. I love your artist.
Thanks.
I know you love him more, but it's not a competition.
Yes,
I love the music.
Thanks. I work as head of activations, brand partnership, and talent management at Chocolate City Music.
Okay.
I also run like a media agency tailored mainly into like entertainment solution, stuff like that. I also run the distribution label. Yeah,
Okay.
so, yeah, that's pretty much.
He listed like 20 things I said. That's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So these are people who used to pay Lagos rent. No wonder. I understand now. Like, you are doing like 7 things in this Lagos.
We thank God.
We thank God.
Entertainment solution.
Yeah. Miss Koforola, good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm okay. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I really appreciate you,
Yeah.
honoring our invite. I don't say you go look me now, you won't yab me. But the way I tell you talk, you deal with me. Yeah, please, can you give us a glimpse of what you do in the industry?
Okay, my name is Koforola Eze. I am an entertainment lawyer. And what that means is that I work closely with creatives and creative entrepreneurs in protecting their rights and helping them, scale and have a sustainable career, basically.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm sure every girl child outside wants to be like you when they grow up. You're doing the Lord's work. So, the topic for today, for you people, music identity and the African narrative. I think this topic is very important because whenever music goes out, music is very dynamic. Whenever it goes out to a different place, it resonates differently to them over there. You are feeling it, but you are feeling it in different ways. And over time, you inspire people over there to create what they have consumed. And it starts getting to a point where you start to wonder who did it first, who owns it, and all those kind of things. So, first things first, I want to ask a question. How well do you think we can preserve Afrobeats as our thing, despite how much growth it's getting? What are the chances that we don't, at the point, Jamaicans were always, they were the ones that brought patois, the genre, dancehall. Over time, people outside actually started making dancehall too. And it started to get to a point that they only had like 2 flagship artists from the entire country. How do we not get to that kind of place? Like, will internet make it worse or will it make it better? No, like, these are the things that we'll be discussing about the African identity and all that. So anything you just want to say to it. But first things first, for you, like, it's not something complicated at all. Like, when you look at when you say African identity for our music, what are the things that makes it African that others outside cannot do, that we should keep doing? Maybe with the way we present it, with the way we make our music and all this kind of stuff.
Okay. When you say Africa or African, we need to understand that it's beyond Afrobeats.
Yes, thank you very much.
So we might be of course, we're in Nigeria. The genre that is working or that is being exported is Afrobeats. But Afrobeats is more than just a sound. It's our culture. It's our story, right? So I don't think that there's any sound that we can pinpoint that now and say, oh, this is Afrobeats.
Okay, so you say for us over here, it's more of the culture that moves with the music than just the production.
It's a mixture of all of it.
Okay.
So Afrobeats is our culture, it's our history, it's everything that encompasses what we represent as a country. That's how I view it, because the truth is that we cannot just pinpoint at a particular sound and say, oh, this is Afrobeat. Times makes a different kind of music.
We
Tiwa
really
makes
say
a different kind of
Afrobeat,
music.
though.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, who else? Omale makes a different kind of music. Davido makes a different kind of music. Arasta is a proper Afrobeat artist, if I do say so myself. So it's beyond that, essentially. But I mean, if I'm to also talk about African music, I think that one way that we can preserve it, based on what you said, is to try as much as possible to retain ownership. What do I mean by ownership? Now, I'm going to come from the legal aspect.
Okay.
Now, ownership means understanding and owning your right to your song.
Okay.
Owning your right to your masters. I mean,
so you should not let them dupe you or cheat you.
Just said recently that Kiss Daniel got his masters back.
Yeah, from GOY.
Yes, so the truth is that there are things and there are things and there are situations that you can put in place to ensure that those kind of things happen. So essentially, the only way we can actually preserve Afrobeat is to own it.
Okay, so own it to make sure that we are not just signing it away.
So we're not signing our rights away. We are owning our rights. You know, that's the only way we can preserve it. That's the only way people that are also coming after us can see something to hold on to. Because now we're having an influx of a lot of all this. The foreign companies are here now. The advances are here now. The money is here now. So it's very important that we try as much as possible to retain ownership.
All right. Thank you very much for that. That was very insightful. I will go straight to you, Bui. So I want to say, as a talent manager, what does it mean for you when you are building a brand identity for an African artist? Because you already have one, you are doing a good job with him and all that. So, music and identity, having a music identity as an African artist, like how do you work on it? Is it that you just leave it to him, or how does that relationship work between the manager and the artist, building the identity itself?
So, first of all, African music is not just about entertainment.
Okay.
It's also about our history, our culture, and how we literally like express ourselves. How we it's like our language for us, you know, and it's our way of communicating with people. It's our way of grieving. It's our way of celebrating and things like that, you know. And as an African artist, it's great, like, you incorporate your culture with your music, right? And we have examples. We have Fela, you know, when he didn't just leave his culture behind, you know. He didn't just leave what is going on around him in his culture. He incorporated the good, the bad, wherever it is,
everything,
to express himself, right? And I feel as an artist, how we incorporate our culture is basically from where you're from. I can give an example, Rema.
Okay.
He built so much on the Edo regime, how he built, and, you know, the bat, the everything. So he's expressing his culture. He's showing everybody where he's from, right? So as an artist, you're basically showing the world where you're from, how you grew up, the things that added to your growth, things that that you used to build, basically, you know, as yourself. So so basically, as an artist, it's great, like, you incorporate your culture no matter what it is, you know.
So just find your own culture as an African person,
as an African person,
and incorporate it into your music.
Adding whatever elements you're doing, your dressing, your dance step, you know, the elements like your visuals, you know, and like when you're on stage, we have visuals that incorporate like your culture and things like that. And then when it comes to working with my artists, I would give, it's a 50-50 thing. Right?
Okay.
Your idea, my idea, we look at everything, receive it, and he could bring 3 ideas, I could bring 5. 2 of his ideas, 3 of my ideas, 2 of his ideas, 2 of my ideas, put it together, and then we work through it, you know? So that's the reason why you're a manager.
Okay.
Because he believes, he sees things that you don't see from his perspective that could...
but you still know how you communicate it amongst yourself to have a...
Exactly, and then we come to an agreement and we make
makes
it
sense.
work. Yeah. So
all right. Thank you very much, V.
You're welcome.
So we're going next to Mr. Lekki D. So the question for you is, I know you are into events a lot. Now there's a problem in Nigeria with our insecurity, and that has led to how can I explain? I need to explain the concept for you to understand where I'm coming from. Wizard Chan said something about how he will sing some sounds from his side, and people here will be saying he's singing a demonic song. Insecurity has led to the lack of events and tours happening in the country for people to see the culture in different places within the same country. A sound that some people they are dancing to in Nigeria, to some people they will tell you is devilish because some cultures have had some terrible things about themselves before. So how much does the situation of the country hold back the Africans, we ourselves, from understanding our own identity? How much does it hold us back before we can actually export it? And how can we find a way to maybe sort it out? You understand?
All right. So basically, I think so. We are lucky that we are currently in a digital dispensation. So there's no more restrictions and borders surrounding like what we can do as Africans, because there's now a crazy digital, let me say, exploration that is open to everybody.
Okay.
Right now, gone are the days when you want to distribute, you have to go through, let me say, gatekeepers and like the real promoters, the Alaba people and all. But now, with just signing up online, you can upload your own music from the corner of your room. So an artist right now in the 21st century doesn't need like a full, well, if you have a label, fine. But if you don't, they are now like, see what Tory did during the coronavirus. He launched the album online through NFTs. And he said it's for $1. And then under few minutes, over 1 million people bought the album, and he made $1 million within the space of like just few minutes. So that is telling you that there is no more restrictions to what we can do as creatives or talent in Africa. So I understand the ideas of like the restriction with security. I mean, it's affecting people like us that are like experiential, because we just came back from a tour in Abuja just few weeks ago. In fact, I think 2 weeks ago. And, some of our team should have traveled by road, but eventually we had to fly everybody down to Abuja because of this insecurity. Gone are the days, the real joy of touring is all about the road trip.
The road trips and
buying
the
things on the road, experience, like walking with. But
all
now
of that is gone.
Yeah, it's gone. So we have to make money for the aviation sector now and all. But I believe that, there is still brand touring every time and all. I'm currently on tour with like a lot of artists and brands, and there are more planning to go on tour by Q4 and all. So I think we'll just continue to have to, make do with what we have as a country, and then we get the best out of it.
So as long as the economy doesn't get better, it will still keep restricting it. But we have to just keep making it work. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much, every single one of you, Mr. Lekki. But last point, before we go, do you really have anything to say to the African music identity and the African narrative before we go? Maybe any last point towards, pushing the African narrative, like if there's an artist here or something, like what they could do to move the, should I say, the culture or the genre as a whole in their own way. Ladies first, of course.
Okay, know your stuff. Very important. I think that when you know your stuff, you are, as an artist, you would definitely go a long way. Have good character. It's the industry. Yes, it's have good character. Very important, because there's a very thin line between being confident in what you know or what you can do, and also being rude. So have good character. They go hand in hand. And I think very importantly, I think it's all part of know your stuff. So understand the business of what you are also doing. There are a couple of artists, producers, creatives that do not even understand how they earn, that do not understand what it means to earn from your song, what royalty streams are available to them. So, if you do not understand how your work is making money for you, how then do you earn from it? So it's very important that you educate yourself and don't just leave it to we, the execs on the business side, because it's easier. If you know your stuff, it's easier for us to also communicate to you. So yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, for me, basically, own your craft. That's one. Own your craft. Continue to build yourself. Open yourself to learning. Open yourself to, like she said, your character. It tells. if you have a good character, you'll be open to learning from fellow artists, open to learn from people, such that you own your thing yourself and you don't have to depend on anybody, right? You're still obviously going to need help from people. And then try and be a little bit more out. In as much as you're in recording your songs, try and be out there. So
you're outside.
You're outside. Just like managers, we have to be outside to connect people. A&Rs are everywhere, searching for new talents, Try and get yourself out there. Open yourself to experience. Experience more. Experience helps you build more, helps you create, basically, and to express yourself more. That's pretty much it. Keep doing your best. Keep pushing. People are watching. You never can tell. People are watching. And own your culture. Whatever you're doing, incorporate like your experience, your culture in what you're doing. Nowadays, many of these guys outside the country, outside Africa, they're looking at something unique, right? They love what we're doing. Own your craft, do your thing, incorporate your culture, and spread the gospel. This is where you're from. Do not be ashamed of where you're from. Build on it and make it a unique experience for everyone and make it fun. No matter, even if it's sad. Fela made it sad, but everyone loved it. Everyone went with it. So
all right,
that's it basically.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so Lekki.
So to be very fast, because I know we need to start the next session. So I think for me it's two things majorly. Number one, the originality. Okay. So from experiential points, I think most of the time when brands approach us these days and they're looking for like UGC content creators or something like that, all they care about right now is more of like original content. Nobody cares about how you want to mimic someone or whether you are shooting with an 8K camera and stuff like that. What they just care about is put that content out, let them see you, original content. And with the current regulation and the position of ACON, the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, they've already instructed all companies in Nigeria right now, whether you are local or international, they don't want to see any white man or any white lady's face on any advert in Nigeria. If you do it, they are sanctioning you straight up. Yeah. So that gives African creators or black creators more power right now to go out there and get those deals. Yeah. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that I think artists should do more research. I think one of the major problems that always happen at the end of the day between talent managers, the music exec is lack of research. Like Madam Kofu said, many artists don't even know anything about IP or publishing or how to distribute their music in the right way. And like I always say, your catalog is like your retirement plan. If you have if Whiskey decides to retire today, he's sorted for life because his catalog will continue to feed him every day and all. So many artists don't know, like they can't even track some of these music they've released. They just release vibe with their fans and then that's all. Nobody's tracking all these things for them and all. So I think artists need to do more research or consult with people like Madame Kofo, entertainment lawyers, before maybe they go out there and all. So that way there's less pressure on people like us in the experiential field and all. So I think research and being original.
All right, thank you very much. Please, do we have any question from anybody? No question. Okay, one. Sorry. Hello, good afternoon. Good evening. How are you doing? Please, what's your name?
Good evening. My name is Ugochi. My question goes to whoever wants to answer, really. So Afrobeats is global. Let's not say it's becoming, because I see Asians dancing to Afrobeats, and you had mentioned that how do we preserve our content, right? I always say this, that the music doesn't go alone. It goes with the culture, it goes with the language, it goes with the dressing, fashion, it goes with the art, it goes with everything. So sometimes I think that we're thinking about it from a perspective of, just the music. But it goes with everything, the fashion, the attitude. Our pidgin is different. We are different as people. How do we truly, really ensure that as America told stories like Captain America and we bought it, how do we as Nigerians ensure that we tell our stories, whether through music, through sound, through fashion, whatever it is? How do we keep our narrative? How do we control our narrative? How do we make it for us and not for exports? Because we believe what is Western is better, hence the Jackpot syndrome, isn't it? So why are we running away if we feel that we have something that is worth keeping, but we do not know that we have to keep it? So how do we keep it to ensure that it's a thing of pride? And it doesn't stop there, but it develops us as the average Nigerian. The guy on the street is benefiting from the fact that we have exported our culture, whether it's language, whether it's music, whatever it is. How do we keep it to ensure that the average Nigerian is benefiting from it? I think that's what I really want to understand. Yeah.
You're asking how we can preserve the culture to the point where the regular people benefit from the genre of being big. Yeah. Thank you very much. Please, who's going to answer that question?
Okay, let me go first. So what really separates us here and the people that are in the Western world, essentially, is the structures that they have in place. So take, for instance, there's billboards, there's Grammys, there's Hot 100 and all of those things, regulations. They have performance rights organizations. They have all of these structures. They have associations that are working effectively. These are the kind of things that we kind of lack right now, and we haven't really been able to put in place. Which is why these are the kind of things that should be put in place to enable us preserve our culture, preserve Afrobeats, essentially. And I also think that we should try as much as possible to embrace our own stuff. Because right now, like I made mention of Billboard, I know right we have turntable charts. Yeah. We have all other forms of charts that are also springing up. They should be a big deal to us. We shouldn't always, I know that it's easy to say, I know it's sweet to talk about, but the truth is that we cannot really embrace or preserve what we do not even see as our own. Brilliant. So it's very important that we embrace the local structures that we have. We try as much as possible to also upgrade these structures, essentially. So the associations be more active. If they tell you to sign to COSA and MSCN, these are associations for publishers and performance, do it. If you are asked to pay certain fees, don't run away from it. It starts with the individual, each of us. Yeah. That's how we're able to preserve it.
Very yeah. Thank you very much. I believe that answers the question. All right. Thank you so much for right. We have all right. So we are going to be moving to the next session now. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Musical 4, Bui, and Lekki D. A round of applause. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving to the next session right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be moving to the second part of the session now. I'd like to invite our next moderator, as I will be passing the mic down, to, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jane Efagu. A round of applause. Jane Efagu, where are you? Hope I'm pronouncing that well. Jane Efagu, where are you? All right. Jane Efagu will be joining us in a minute. Our panelists, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Trust Roy. Trust. Ladies and gentlemen, please. He came from. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Trust Roy. He came from the backstage. We did not even see him coming. For our next speaker, give it up for Swags.
Swag's Eye.
Swags Eye.
Swag's Eye.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Swags Eye.
You're looking good, bro.
Like the drip. Yeah. For our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for David Ode.
David Ode.
Please, a round of applause for David Ode. I hope I'm pronouncing that well. All
okay,
right.
now we have our moderator.
We have our moderator here.
Jane.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jane.
Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Good evening. No. I can't like dress up and you guys will give me this energy. I said, what's up, everyone? Give me energy, give me energy, give me energy, give me energy. Give me something, give me something. Please don't dull my morale. A huge shout out to the sponsors and organizers of this. Huge shout out to Father of Creativity. Huge shout out to Bikadia. And yeah, it's good to see all of you. You guys look sharp.
Yeah, good to see
you.
You
guys
Jane.
look great. Yeah. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. It's really good to see everyone here. Today we're talking about music as a tool for mental health and expression. So I just wanted to just start with, because everyone hears the term mental health. But what does mental health mean to you?
Yeah, hi everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, my name is David.
Hi, David.
Yeah, and for me, mental health states the present state of your mental ability, because a lot of times when your mental health is affected, you don't think properly. So the state of your mental ability is not stable. And we as spiritual beings, we tend to like to go close to things that would suit our soul and our spirit. And music is spiritual to me. So as spiritual beings, we tend to try to absorb music that will give us the kind of positive vibe that will make us feel better mentally and whatnot. So for me, music has a lot to do with our mental states. You know, a lot of times when we're not very emotionally stable, we have a lot in our mind, a lot in our head, and we don't actually know what to do. I'm very sure a lot of you guys tend to lean towards music, you know, and sometimes when we listen to music, you know, some certain kind of music suits different people and different situations. So there's some kind of music we listen to that makes us actually feel better, you know, makes us stress less, makes us think better, makes us express ourselves better, even without words. Because there's some music that can actually help us express ourselves even without speaking. Yeah. That's why some people cry when they listen to music. Okay. Yeah. So, in a nutshell, I feel music is one of the tools that can help we humans to live better and have a very good mental state.
Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. A round of applause for that response. Thank you, guys. Swagsy. I'm so sorry. Swagsy, dash me something now. You're looking shiny. You're looking popping.
I mean, I always look poppy, but you're looking amazing tonight. Man.
Thank you. So you, as an artist, you're the forefront of music. You guys feel the pressure. You feel everything. What does mental health mean for you, honestly and truly?
I mean, to me, mental health is basically the psychological, emotional, and social well-being of a human being. Yeah. You should understand. It's basically like how you react or respond to certain situations. You understand? So it's basically just a psychological and emotional and social well-being of a human being. Yeah. About how you are. So basically, that's just how I define mine.
Great. Thank you so much. Trust, what do you think about it?
I mean, hi everybody. Good evening.
Hi.
Again, thank you guys for having me here. I know we're all tired, but let's just enjoy this and participate, right?
Let's vibe, yeah.
So for me, I would just button with what Swagsy has said. It's obviously psychological and emotional well-being, but I like to think about it from the perspective of care and priority given to your emotional and psychological well-being. So anything that can disrupt that priority or care that you have given to your emotional and psychological well-being is something that is worth destroying your mental health.
Okay, awesome. So back to you, Swagsy. So as an artist, how do you protect your mental health, especially with all the pressure that comes with the work, with the back-to-backness, with the constant grind, the constant hustle? How are you protecting your mental health? How is music helping you do that?
Okay, according to a Danish author, Hans Christian Andersen, basically says, when words fail, music speak. Yeah. You understand? And this basically means like when I literally don't have what to say, music help me. And I mean, music is a tool that has helped me a lot through living this life. I mean, life is tough. I mean, we all know. And how music has helped me to preserve my mental state. I mean, I can go back to how a couple of projects that I've dropped over the past few years, the way I translate certain things that happen to me in my life, I translate it through my music. Do you understand? And I'll go back to my second project, which was called Outbreak Semester. Yeah. And basically that project that I dropped in 2021 was basically like a project talking about my heartbreak experiences and my colleagues too as well in the university. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not the type of person that will come on social media to come and start ranting or start going on Twitter to tweet or something. Yeah. So the best way I can convey certain situations that happen to my life is music. You should understand. And I mean, music is a tool that connects to people's emotions. Yeah. You understand? I heard certain people that says, yo, like when I listen to that project, like it helps me like calm my heartbreak experiences and all like that. So basically what I just do is instead of dwelling in the situation, I just put it in the music and just let it just play out by itself. You understand? Because like, I mean, just like other artists too as well, I use their music to help my situation. You understand? I can remember as far back as 2020 when my dad was going through a surgical like experience, and that was the first time I ever like had that experience. I listened to this Wizkid song of the Soundman Volume 1 EP, which is called Ease My Mind. I don't even know that song. That song really like helped me to go through like that experience that I had. Properly. You understand? So I mean, music has always helped me in different stages of my life. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. So, Trust, you're an A&R associate at Maven. You are playing both sides of the coin. You've managed talent. You've seen what the pressure looks like. What are you doing to protect your mental health, and how are you working with your clients to protect their mental health?
Well, I like to eat food, first of all.
Love it,
when you're hungry, your mental health is in shambles.
There's no mental health when you're hungry.
But, I mean, for me, the job in itself is therapy. Being an A&R or being a manager requires a certain level of care. And I think that not everybody can do the job.
True.
Because you need a certain personality, it's just a certain innate, I'm trying to say, aura is not the word, but just you need a certain personality. You need to be a certain type of person for you to be able to carry out the job, which means you need to care. So for me, when I'm in the studio with the artist, the sheer way in which I approach, working with these talents, just, okay, you're not doing it right. You're doing nonsense, right? But I'm not going to come and tell you that you're doing nonsense, because I know that approach would sour the relationship. The producer will be upset, the artist will be upset. Next thing, the artist is saying, oh, I don't like this guy in my session. So it's just caring enough to ensure that the space is not toxic. You're saying the right things. I was in session this week with an artist, and some of the things that she had recorded, the feedback was that, oh, you're too chill. And we got into the session, and she started recording music. When I came back to checking what they had done, the music was still too chill. And I sat down with her and I said, look, I get it. I understand that you have been a backing vocalist for the longest time, which means that you have had to shrink yourself so the lead can shine. People have told you, oh, you're singing too much. Make it Afrobeat, reduce it. Come, be small. So because all your life you've been told to be small, you are now naturally leaning towards being small. But I don't want you to be small. I want you to be the Beyonce or the Madonna when you're in the studio recording with me. Go all out. If you need to shout, shout. If you need to be loud, be loud. If you need to belt, belt. Because I'm not trying to create a mediocre superstar or just another girl. I'm trying to create the it girl. So sometimes just understanding what the artist needs and being able to communicate it, just helps them mentally. And also in the end, by the time you see the good results of the things that you've done, it also rubs off on you, and you end up a happier person.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, David, next one is for you. I know that there's a lot of conversation around music and mental health, but I know that there are still gaps in the conversation. What do you think about these gaps? What gaps can we identify in this conversation? How do you think we can fill them up? Just real quick, just run us through some of your ideas.
Oh, okay. I feel if we'll communication gap for me could be a possible solution to having a lot of people being mentally stressed out there. You understand? Like, when I work with people, I hardly allow people use negative words around me or to other people I work with. Once I hear someone saying something that is not too friendly, I tell them that in my space, I don't allow negative talks here, such things. So I make sure that my environment is kind of very communication friendly, you understand? And I also like to tell people I work with to take it easy on themselves. Sometimes too much of pressure can break you down. So I tell them, do you know what? If this can't be done today, just take a chill pill, eat, sleep and relax.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Which is great, actually. Round of applause for David for that. A lot of people don't take that approach in the music industry. So yeah.
Yeah. Great. So I also implore the power of music too. Do you understand? Because music is so powerful that you could like just sometimes when I feel not very when I feel less confident of myself, there's some kind of music I listen to, and then something I feel that or I felt I could not do that day.
Yeah, the music empowers
just inspires me, and I get the right words that will just push me out there. Do you understand? So sometimes if we can integrate ourselves with positive music, positive lyrics, and also take it easy on ourselves, and keep a very good and a very kind environment that has very likable communication, I feel that those gaps can be closed.
Okay. Okay, guys. So I just received an update that one of our guests who should have joined us at the beginning is now joining us. So please give it up for Ola Suave. Guys, round of applause. Thank you. You're welcome. Hi. No, you can come. Don't go too far. You can just come sit here. It's all right. Okay. So we're talking about music and mental health as a tool for expression. So what does mental health and music mean for you? Or what does mental health mean in general? Ola.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Well, for me, I'll say mental health, stability, stability both within and without. When you're just like comfortable doing the things you're doing without any form of regrets, when you're just being you and you're happy about it, that's stability, that's mental health. And when you're always positive about what you do and what you're about, that's mental health for me.
Okay, so just like as we answered before you got here, people have talked about music being therapy, music being a form of encouragement. But what does music mean for you or your mental health journey, both as an artist and a consumer?
Well, first of all, not an artist. Yeah, maybe in the future I could be one. But I'm an on-air personality and also an up-and-coming A&R. I'll use the word up-and-coming because I still, I learn from the likes of my boss here. Yeah, so for me, I'll say music is art. And just like the Greek word musike means the heart of muses. So it's an expression, it's an identity. And music generally appeals to people, appeals to cultures, appeals to tribes and, different norms. I mean, right from time, we've always been using music to even learn.
Yeah.
So I believe music is a powerful tool that, if used the right way, it would, unravel a lot of mysteries that world has never even heard or seen yet.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so back to you, Trust. So in this conversation around mental health, just real quick as we round up, what do you feel about how the industry is approaching this conversation? So do people talk about it a lot? Is there still pressure to hide the ugly parts and reveal the positive parts? How can we balance these two edges of the conversation?
Well, I think that people talk about mental health every time. On the radio and talking about mental health,
There are suicide watch ads on TV, all over the place on social media. The word mental health is being thrown about a lot. So yes, people are having the conversation. I think that even artists are talking about it. I remember Omale during his Boy Alone tour when he released the album. He was very vocal about how that album was, therapy for him. Yeah. He poured out a lot of his heart. I mean, the song "So So" that became a standalone single from that album is a physical depiction of his mental state at the time. So I think artists are having the conversation, and I think that generally because like everything we do as humans is powered by emotion. And artists are highly emotional. So every time they create art, it is emotional to them. They're either telling a story of something that has happened to them. So artists are having the conversation. I mean, would I wish for them to be up and about saying, oh, you know what, this song is about mental health, can you go? Well, maybe during Mental Health Awareness Month, they perhaps can. But if you look deep down, every album you have listened to is either coming from a place of pain or joy. When Adele put out Adele 21, Adele 30, she was talking about depression, breaking her divorce, talking about her child. If we even go back to pre-colonial Nigeria, when Fela and Nicola Pokuti was releasing music, you could see that a lot of the music he was putting out was a release valve for the emotional stress and turmoil that Nigerians were going through at the time. So yes, artists over time, across generations, across genres, are talking about mental health. And I just wish that a lot more people can empathize, with these artists, perhaps when they're going through stuff, when they are being funny on social media, when something is happening to them, because again, they are humans, just where we all have, emotions and stuff. They also go through their own, and they have a special way of, releasing that either through their art or perhaps random tweets like David or Whiskey.
Okay, that's cool. I would love to take more questions, but we're pressed for time. So I just want to say a huge shout out to everyone that joined me on this panel. Guys, a round of applause for our amazing speakers. I think they did amazing. I think we've been able to pull a couple of insights. If you have questions, we might not be able to take them on stage, but these speakers are still around. We're still partying. We're still chilling. So you can always ask them these questions. So yeah, thanks guys for coming. The organizers have some special gifts for you guys. So yeah, let's go. Round of applause, guys.
Yeah, we're going to be honoring our guest invite. So please, your speaker, Mr. Lekki, Ms. Kofo, and our Honorable Bui, please, can you step up? Hey, sorry. Yeah, Ms. Kofo, please, can you come up? Mr. Lekki, come up. Okay. Please, Ms. Bui Lumi. Is Bui Lumi here with us? Hello, Bui Lumi. All right, so as all right, so we'll be presenting the first award. Ladies and gentlemen, we presented the first award to Swags I. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Swags I. Okay, I thought it was Swagsy. All right. Thank you very much for coming. Our next award will be going to, ladies and gentlemen, to Olamileko Dauda, but I decided he just wants to hold his own award. Ladies and gentlemen, the next award is going to David Ode. To our next honor. Thank you so much for coming out here. It was very insightful with you. Yeah, to Ola Suave, we really apologize for not getting to you earlier. We are very, very sorry. Thanks so much for honoring our invite. Yeah. To our moderator, Jennifer Gu. Thank you. Yeah, let's take a picture. Yeah, so last but definitely not the least. Trust Roy. I made it. Thank you very much for coming, Trust. Yeah. Oh, there's still one more.
Yeah, content sensor.
Wow, you gave me an award. Ever since I was young, I've always dreamt of being a winner of
You
the
took
Bikadia
the
award.
rush. I may go give you now.
Okay, now you go. No, wait, make a crash. I think say I don't go give me.
All right, my brother.
Yeah.
And here comes your own award, Content
Yes.
Sensei. Nice to have you here.
Oh. He wants to take a picture with me. He wants to take a picture with Bobo. It's nice to have you here.
All right, nice to have you here, sir. Ma, you can go back to
a picture together and then we'll go.
No, not them.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah. We're going to be shaking body. Because World Music Day is not about speaking, it's about dancing. DJ.
So, I was told we have Dosage guys at the backstage. Sinad, please come and have your award.
Ooh.
Come and have your award. Thank you. So it's time to have, it's time to jiggy, it's time to have fun. I've already told the DJ like, I'm a Bobo Luambi Bayi.
Bobo Luambi.
Osidodo Yombi Bayi.
Osidodo Yombi Bayi.
Where's the baddest hype man?
Hey.
I want to shake my body, I want to move.
What?
DJ Glory, carry me to glory now.
Hey, yo, Lekki, are you ready for us tonight? On boss. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's still the Bikadia. Yes, it's the music night. And tonight we're celebrating every artist all around the globe. Now, imagine a world where we didn't have a Wizkid, we didn't have a Davido, we didn't have other special people to give us those fantastic sound. I tell you, the world will be very, very boring. I go by the name Von Michael, and yes, I work with Jordan.
DJ Jeffrey, mash up the next lap.
Hold on. I work with Jordan 105.5 FM as a radio presenter. I'm an OAP at heart. Yes. And yes, tonight is World Music Day. We're celebrating music. We're celebrating every creative out there, putting out sounds, putting out amazing, amazing tones for us to be able to dance to and definitely turn up. So if you know you're an artist here tonight and you are slated to perform, please, we will need you inside here right now so we can get your names and kickstart the show properly. Big shout out going out to everybody who came up here. Big shout out going out to all you guys who give us all those things. Yes. If you're an artist, please go behind the stage so we can get your name. Hey, yo, DJ, are you ready for us tonight? Hey, yo, Leggies, what's up tonight? We're going to turn the party up one time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bikadia tonight. Leggies, let's do this one time tonight.
What? This hour? DJ Glory! Yeah, yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, party people tonight. We are about to take the party up to the phase 2 right now. Wherever you could be tonight, you can hear the sound of my voice. They call me Iphone Leggings officially. The party animal is my goddamn name. I got the bad boy DJ Glory on deck. What? This hour? You heard that. Right about now, let's get lead tonight. Come on. Welcome to the beauty party people. Hey. Tonight I'm blowing people for nigga tonight. Some drums. We're gonna do this journey together. Some of the signal. Come on. Some of the signal. Some of the signal. Some of the signal. What? We can turn up to the max. Party people, are you ready? Just get in the mood right now. What? You set a difference. Give me the. We're gonna turn up one time. Alright, let's go. I'm a piano. Listen up real quick for a second tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell something about myself. Listen. Let me tell you something about me. I'm the baddest you ever see. Ladies and gentlemen, party people, are you ready to turn up tonight? We gonna step it up one time. Here we go. All right. Just feel the rhythm, feel the sound. Let the music take control. Let the music take control. Let the music take control. Let the music move your body. Let the music take control. Come on now, let's go. We are starting, ladies and gentlemen. Right about now, Lekki City. Are you ready? Here we go. Alright. DJ Glory up on the deck. That man Lekki's up on the mark. I'm on niggas up on vibe. All the ladies get down now. Tell me now. Wait. Alright, come on, party up the party, 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 party up the party.